As someone who lives and works in Melbourne, if you're looking for good places in and around the South Melbourne market, this video is for you. We are visiting good eats and unique local shops. Let's begin. It's a beautiful day. The South Melbourne market is only open a few days a week and it gets pretty busy. I was outside Pizzateca Lupa and I heard a guy making delicious noises. These guys were having the pizzas and they were loving it, saying I need to try it today. There's lots of outdoor seating and the inside is cozy and stylish. Pizzateca Lupa is an all-day Roman cafe serving pizza, pasta, coffee, wine, and cocktails. I ordered the 13-inch Roman-style pizza salsiccia, which had pork fennel sausage, fresh cheese, tomato, and onion. The pizza was really good. It seems thin, but it's full of flavor. I think one person could easily finish it. The carbonara is al dente, sauce very Moorish, and lots of pepper, which is the authentic way, and topped with crispy guanciale. The tiramisu was so good. Airy mascarpone, sponge soaked in coffee, it proves there's always room for dessert. The cafe has good food and is the perfect place to relax with friends or just watch the world go by. Chéri is literally a rebranding and renovation of the old Bibelot cafe. They've kept the huge display cabinet of beautiful desserts and pastries and added a new gelato bar. I had their croissant French toast and seriously, I'd come back again for it. It's the most perfect decadent thing. Buttery pastry, dusted in cinnamon sugar, doused with maple syrup and melted butter, it's worth skipping your diet for. I can't say the same about their strawberry matcha, but the watery grey color is self-explanatory. The truffle mushroom croissant was quite nice though. Chéri is a full-day eatery with a good menu. The pizza was good, and I was told the grilled fish and the breakfast plate were also good. The Benedict Chéri I thought was mostly good, but the thick-cut bacon sounded better on the menu. It's a beautiful cafe with amazing desserts. Some missed the mark, but overall a beautiful experience. Baba Rolls is the first store you see coming from the tram stop, and you'll immediately see a queue of locals waiting to order. The owner shops at the market in the morning and everything is freshly made daily for lunch. I got the crispy pork banh mi, which was a really nice mix of crispy crackling, meat, and fatty bits. I didn't taste any pate, but the banh mi was pretty good. I also got the iced matcha, which was good, not because my expectations were low, but it had a good balance of sweet, fresh strawberry and bitter matcha. My new favorite, and I recommend it for a quick lunch. Claypots Evening Star has been on the market for over 15 years, open 7 days a week, serving seafood and on some nights, live music as well. The seating is rustic and a little cramped, but you'll see long queues on a weekend. There's no fine dining flourishes, just honest and simple cooking. The seafood is market price but not expensive. We started with oysters, only $2 each, but fresh and delicious. Then pasta vongole, simple with a fresh clam taste, which was a crowd pleaser. The stingray fillet was also fresh and almost meaty. Seafood can get expensive, but it's good to see a menu with lots of options. They sometimes have a takeaway stand on the weekends called the Seafood Peddler, which is perfect for a quick bite or some soup. Smithburg is an American-style diner whose signature burger was an Australia's Best Burgers finalist in the 2025 Restaurant and Food Service Show. I wasn't surprised because their smash burgers are really good. The only downside is the burgers are too small, usually gone in a few bites. Their lobster rolls also look small, but they are filled with lobster and a buttered brioche bun.
Maybe the sausages.
The strawberry milkshake is also very good, and the pancakes are soft and fluffy sausage with good snap. With some really lovely staff, this is a good place to have some classic American comfort food. Osara is a homewares shop with a curated range of interesting and fun items, all made in Japan. Like this bread lamp, literally made with bread. It even says on the box, "Do not eat," in case you were really craving carbs. There's something for all budgets, but there's a few that are more aspirational than realistic for my personal budget. If you love things made in Japan or artisanal objects, come here. Ugo Burrata champions the burrata, a fresh Italian cheese ball which is creamy inside. I got their Ugo Burrata porchetta. It was amazing. The pork crackling was crispy, the pork juicy, fresh vibrant herb sauce, and the burrata adding a fresh creaminess. The downside was I was so thirsty afterwards. I also got the burrata bowl, and unfortunately I got a completely different experience than the porchetta sandwich. Burrata cheese is not supposed to be bland or watery, but it is very mild compared to tasty or cheddar cheese. The melon and pancetta were good quality, but it didn't have the same wow as the sandwich. Go for the bread, you won't regret it. I've come to Aptus Seafood for years. There may be better seafood around, but for the price and range, I know I can rely on freshness, especially if I'm taking visitors to Melbourne. There is a communal stand-up bar. No time to chat, just put your sauces provided at the bar, slurp your oyster, and clear your trays. Taste depends on the time of the year, like this sea urchin in season was $10 and so rich and full of flavor. I felt like a queen on a pauper's budget. Or this creamy scallop sashimi full of flavor. But the salmon and tuna were fresh but sort of tasteless. Similarly, the jumbo oysters were big, but as expected, not as flavorful as the small Sydney rock oysters. Oysters at the markets are an essential experience, so make sure you check it out. Out has all the Greek classic foods and stylish interiors. I'm not a Greek food expert, but the lamb and chicken souvlaki was good. Lots of delicious meat and good fat distribution, which was well balanced with the lettuce. It was very Moorish and a huge portion for me. The black mussels were fresh and very juicy with a vibrant and good tomato soup. All the bread was fresh and slightly smoky. They have some fun desserts like the Greek donuts, and I got the Greek custard dessert. They warm it up and it's delicious. Even the phyllo pastry on the bottom is so good. It's actually very big, so I recommend sharing it. Agathé Pâtisserie has had long queues since it opened in the market over 10 years ago. The French founder trained in Paris, so you can be assured that the pastries are fantastic, layered, and buttery. The patisserie is known for using pandan, which some call the vanilla of Southeast Asia. I love their regular croissants, but controversial opinion, I've tried their pandan croissants a few times and I still can't taste much pandan. But trust me, there are many fans of this bright green pastry. Sadly, on this occasion, the red croissant and the chocolate chip wheel were not to my taste, but Agathé is one of my favorites, so I will return. Cobb Lane Bakery is overshadowed by Agathé Pâtisserie around the corner, but they have Australian favorites, a nice selection of pies, and also some very good pastries. They have a regular pastry menu and monthly specials when they use ingredients like matcha, sesame, and even jalapeno. I got pastries from both Agathé and Cobb's Lane. Even though they both make French pastries, in my mind, I think that Agathé is like a French mum who loves butter. It's comforting and maybe a little safe. Cobb Lane is the cool aunt who's been traveling the world. She's a little bit creative and dangerous. What flavor will you get? Who knows? Although, personally, the winner of the hot cross bun was Cobb Lane with their cherry chocolate bun. And this Cobb Lane matcha pastry was so good too. Anyway, that's the beauty of being at the markets. Why choose one? Just get both. Hooray! Mewoo is located opposite the market and is a popular local spot. I started with their grilled scallops and creamy miso sauce. It was amazingly good. The scallop was creamy and fresh. The creamy miso sauce was an umami bomb. The pork katsu was bigger than my head with the most crunchy crust. Unfortunately, the pork was dry, but it tasted really good with the brown dipping sauce which looked made from packet. The salmon aburi looked like a work of art, so I had high hopes for it. The salmon was fresh, but there wasn't enough sauce, so I mixed in the ginger to help make the plain white rice interesting to eat. Overall, a good place for the price. Market Borek is famous for their Borek, a fluffy bread version that Melburnians have had for years at the markets. The Borek is generous, half as long as my arm. The spinach cheese Borek was tasty with good cheese coverage, and together with the Turkish lentil soup, a complete meal. The spicy lamb was also good, minced lamb, and yep, a little spicy. A good value for money food spot. Cold black coffee is one of my personal favorites for coffee in Melbourne. The cafe interiors here are spacious and perfect if you want to stretch out. They also have brunch, which I didn't try, but the takeaway iced latte was good as always. Well brewed, roasted, and complex. Nut lovers rejoice, for the Nutshoppe is here for you. The shop has a wide variety of nuts which they roast themselves. The quality is definitely better than the supermarkets, but it's reflected in the prices. And no haggling. They also have grains for cooking, house-made nut butters, honey, and things to nibble on. Little Hof has Bavarian-style hot dogs, or Hofdogs, as they call them. They have classic Bavarian flavors and also local flavors like the Australian, jalapeno, chorizo, and even vegetarian. I had a Kransky and the meat was so good, with a good snap of the sausage. I didn't try it, but they also have pretzels and German beer on tap. Worth a visit if you're craving sausages and beer. Panet Eatery is a chilled-out cafe across the road from the market, where it's been for over a decade. Its menu is classic Australian brunch, with brekkie burgers, muesli, and all the ways to have eggs. I got the Atlantic stack, which was roasted salmon, scrambled eggs, and a crispy potato rosti. It was really good. A cozy brunch spot where you'll feel at home with no judgment, even if you rolled straight out of bed. You can't miss La Lapa's huge donut display, like a jewel case of fantastic treasures. They have everyone's favorite flavors: vanilla, sugar, sugar with color, chocolate, and for variety, colorful chocolate. It's a good donut, light, fluffy, and fresh, with generous filling in most donuts. Good fun if you have a donut craving. Personally, Market Lane is one of my favorite coffees, but it does cost a little bit more. They have a seasonal blend, single origin beans, and they use quality dairy milk. Their coffee can be slightly acidic, but the taste is complex and very, very drinkable. There's not much indoor or outdoor seating, so it might be better to take away. Located across the market, Studio 309 champions local artists and handicrafts. While the prices are not the cheapest, everything is made by local artists in Victoria. There's a huge variety of handmade homewares, textiles, jewelry, and small run prints, which are also perfect for gifts. Babe's Eggs sells fresh, free-range eggs from local suppliers including Country Pride and Jasanda. The shop has a honey tasting station, and there's no pressure to buy. I've bought Peninsula honey for years and even visited their honey farm in the Mornington Peninsula. The shop also has a small range of sauces, cheeses, and milks, but I personally haven't tried them. I've bought some Jasanda eggs to cook at home. The eggs are almost 2 times the price of the supermarket free-range eggs, but the yolks are more yellow and more flavorful. La Central Spanish Deli and Bodega is an authentic Spanish food store. I tried their chorizo empanada. The chorizo and dipping sauce were packed full of flavor. Although the dough was a little dry, the staff said that's how they make it in Spain. I also had the jamon serrano bocadillo, which was a really good sandwich. The hot chocolate came with buttered bread, and as a fan of carbs, this was an instant winner. The Portuguese tart was flaky, although a little soggy, but the custard was very yummy. They have a deli with good quality Spanish groceries, although it might be a little pricey for some. Chef's Hat is not for everyone. It sells equipment for professional chefs or maybe normal people dreaming of restaurant quality setups at home. Chef's Hat has the size if you have the budget. There are smaller, affordable things here, but it's worth a peek if you're getting serious about cooking. Cannoleria offers only one thing, the Italian dessert called cannoli, which is deep fried pastry filled with ricotta. But they do come in many flavors. For this one, I got it with a brownie. Crunchy and creamy, it might be even better with a coffee, but unfortunately it's takeaway only and no coffee on site. Dim Sims are a snack many people in Australia grew up with. It's the same food family as General Tso chicken, butter chicken, and fortune cookies. If you've never had a dim sim, An Australian dim sum is like a meatball wrapped in a Chinese dumpling wrapper. Here it's the size of a tennis ball, and you can get it fried or steamed with your choice of additional sauces. It's arguably the best value for money snack in the market, and for some, a must have when they visit. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please support the channel and subscribe. Thanks for watching.